WADK AM 1540 and WADK.com bring you Salve Regina University football. And on this sun-drenched Saturday afternoon, we welcome the Western New England Golden Bears into Newport, Rhode Island to take on the Seahawks of Salve Regina University. This is a Commonwealth Coast Conference game. It is the conference opener for both of these schools. Salve comes into today's contest with a record of 2-2 overall. Golden Bears are 3-1. They are the defending conference champion. They have won conference titles the last 3 years in a row, and they are the number one pick in the conference preseason poll. Salve is the number 2 choice in that same preseason poll. So an interesting matchup early in the conference schedule. The two top-rated teams going at it here in Newport. Joining me for today's broadcast once again is Teddy Horan, filling in for the vacationing Jim Ascoli. And we get ready for what could be a very interesting matchup as the Seahawks are led by Kevin Gilmartin, now in his 6th season. And over on the other side, you've got Jason LeBeau in his first year as Western New England's head coach after being an assistant here for the past 8 years. So a new head coach and a new quarterback for Western New England after having Anthony Service in charge for the past 3+ years. A brand new quarterback, a brand new head coach for those Golden Bears. We'll tell you as much as we can about these two teams as we lead our way up to the pregame activity. Last year, Salve 6-3 overall, 3-2 in the conference. But as we've mentioned in previous broadcasts, they graduated 26 seniors. And the job this year is to find some important replacements. So let's talk about the season so far. Salve in the first preseason game defeated Worcester State 27-21. Then they lost down in New Jersey to Montclair State 37-14. Here, a couple of weeks ago, they defeated Dean 27-18. Last week, non-conference action against Western Connecticut State here. They lost 40-21. Salve's averaging 22 points a game. They're giving up 29 points a game. As for the Golden Bears of Western New England, 5-0 last year in the conference, 8-3 overall. In 5 games, the Golden Bear offense totaled more than 400 yards a game last year. And over the past 3 seasons in the conference, Western New England is 19-0, winning a conference title each year. So far this season, they have lost to Springfield 42-21. Since then, 3 wins in a row. 31-23 over Westfield State, 31-28 over Husson, and 59-7 last week against a struggling Anna Maria. The total offense per game so far this year for Western New England, 407 yards a game, evenly distributed between the pass and the rush, 207 a game in the air, 200 on the ground. And if you compare that to Salve Regina, their total offense per game is 344, but they're giving up 356. They pass for an average of 215 a game. They rush for an average of 130 a game. So number-wise, the advantage goes to Western New England. All right, let's talk about some of the personnel involved here. Like for Salve Regina, they've been using 2 quarterbacks, going back and forth between Jake Kelleher and Tyler McGovern. Jake is 6'2", 190, a sophomore. Tyler is 6'5", 240 pounds. He's a sophomore. Jake has seen most of the duty, although Tyler McGovern took over in the second half last week, and Tyler has been targeted as the starter this afternoon for Salve. He's only thrown 59 passes, completed 27 for 46%, 282 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. The running backs are led by Joey Moriello, a freshman who has run for 366 yards, averaging just under 5 yards a carry. He scored 3 touchdowns. The leading runner in the first game was Ronnie Martin, who ran for over 100 yards, then suffered a hamstring injury, has not played since. He is listed as the backup to Moriello this afternoon. Good receivers, led by Brendan Nunes, the top pass receiver, 22 catches, 300 yards, 4 touchdowns. Also in that receiving core, Danny Hoffman, Ron Cruz, and then you've got the tight end. And getting a lot of the time in on tight end lately has been Ryan Lawton, who has become a very effective pass catcher. As for Western New England, At quarterback, the brand new starting quarterback is Alec Coleman, a 5'11 junior, 185 pounds. So far in passing, 60 of 101. That's almost 60% pass completion rate, 627 yards, 6 touchdowns, only 1 interception. He's also the number 2 rusher on the team with almost 200 yards, about 6.5 a carry. He's rushed for 3 touchdowns. At the running back position, you have to be aware of Peter Hoff, who has gained just over 200 yards in 4 games. He's averaging a little less than 4 per carry. He's scored 5 times. You've got other runners, including Byron Jones and Jameer Soberanis. He's gained 144 yards and averages 6 yards a carry. Receivers are led by Jared Wolf, who has caught 17 passes for 178 yards, better than 10 yards a catch. He has 1 touchdown. Adam Raza is number 2 in the pass-catching department. And then you got Steven Fedorchak. He's caught 9 passes for 121 yards, averaging 13 yards a catch. He's caught 2 touchdown passes. So there are a number of talented receivers, some good running backs, but it's a very, very balanced attack. So we'll see how it all works out. Talking to Kevin Gilmartin before the game, he said it's a team that likes to use the run option, the read option for Alec Coleman, and then they will do a lot of short passing. But the tradition is there that can't be overlooked. When you have a team that's won the conference 3 years in a row, last year for the first year as the Commonwealth Coast Conference, they are unbeaten for 3 years in conference play. And here they are with a brand new quarterback to see if they can carry on that tradition. Neither Teddy or I have had a chance to see Western New England, but if you look at them at a piece of paper, they're pretty darn impressive.
They look tough, Bob, and this is one of those games that you're happy that you're playing at home if you're Salve, because, like you said, past 3 years, Western New England seems to have dominated this division.
All right, we have Salve back on the sidelines and expecting Western New England in a moment to return to their sidelines, which will be on the far side of the field. And also, it's Fall Festival weekend at Salve Regina. There are a lot of parents, family, friends, and alumni here this weekend, and I think they're all here at the football game because this place is practically full at Toppa Field. Add that to the great weather we're looking at, and we've got ourselves a perfect environment for a few hours of college football.
Absolutely.
Salve will be in their home blue uniforms. It's a deep-looking blue with helmets, pants, and jerseys with the white numerals and lettering. Over on the other side of the field in their road whites are the Golden Bears, white jerseys and pants. They've got the dark blue helmets with the yellow and or gold trim. And they are, it's probably gold because they are the Golden Bears. I figured that out all by myself. All right. We will be getting ready for a bit of a break here before the opening kickoff. I didn't see the coin toss to see who won or lost, so we'll have to wait and see how that unfolds. But what we'll do is take a quick timeout. When we return, we'll be just about ready for the kickoff here. Toppa Field in Newport is the site. Salve hosting Western New England. We'll be back after this.
Get in the front row with Salve Regina Athletics. Break away from your computer and get in the front row to
We're
follow
doing Salve and Corrigan.
Free front row app for Salve Regina Athletics for your mobile device.
Along with Teddy Horan, our producer director today is Dan Marcello, with a little assistance from Mr. Connor Lenahan. And we are just about set for the opening kickoff. Our officiating crew this afternoon is led by referee Greg Camara. Umpire is Michael Coffey. The head linesman Chris Burgess. The line judge is Phil Orlandella. The side judge is Paul Rayome. And the field judge is Keith Flagg, with the back judge Angelo Scasia. Up here operating the clock is John Trishita, and the play clock operator is Richard Anderson. And for the opening kickoff, it looks like the honors for the kicking will belong to Salve as they'll line up to our left. And I'm looking for a flag to see if we've got a win factor. Well, the flag on the goalposts are not moving, so I would say a little bit of wind blowing from left to right as we look at the goalpost to our right. A bit of a breeze there. Lining up for the kickoff for Salve is usually Andrew Veer, but it's not going to be Andrew Veer. It's going to be Angelo DeSanto with the opening kickoff. And it is in the air, high end over end, coming down to about the 10-yard line is where it's picked off at the 20. Returning to the 15. Slowed down and brought down around the 30-yard line is that returner for Western New England. Did not pick up his number right away. But it'll give the Golden Bears the opening possession of the game. And looks like he came up right around that 30-yard line. We'll see where they put it down and where they get him started as Alec Coleman gets ready to go to work. They come right up to the line of scrimmage, do the Golden Bears, going right to left. Coleman sets up in the shotgun formation, puts trips out here to the left side, single setback alongside off of his right shoulder. And going to work, the Golden Bears. Man in motion to that left side. The pass over here on the wing to the man in motion and battling his way forward for a gain of about 6 or 7 yards is going to be Peter Hoff. The junior out of Shelton, Connecticut, goes about 200 pounds, 5'10". He was put in motion to the left side, took the pass, and got 7 yards at 2nd and 3. Slot formation on the right side. Salve showing a 4-man front. Alec Coleman in the shotgun. Takes the snap, rolls out, pitches wide. Hoff has it this time, first down. Slowed down and brought down at the 40-yard line. But he got right to the first down marker before he's brought down by John Good from the defensive secondary. Slowed down by Matt Messner, the linebacker. 3 yards, first down for Western New England. Right at the 40 in front of us. They go right up to the line of scrimmage, and they don't waste time. Trips to the right side. Single wide to the left. Coleman looking to the left, throwing downfield, and ahead of his intended receiver, Stephen Fedorchuk was the intended receiver, but that was overthrown by Alec Coleman. Incompleted pass makes it 2nd down and 10. And now I look at the goalpost and I see hardly any wind whatsoever. Not a factor here so far. Again, trips go to the right side in this formation. Coleman puts a man in motion. That is Byron Jones, but the handoff goes straight ahead to Peter Hoff. And Hoff drives ahead for about 6 yards before Matt Messner comes in to help out with the snap again, with the tackle again. And that is a 3rd and 4 here for Western New England, moving the ball relatively with ease so far in this opening possession. All right, double wide to the right, wing back on the right side. In the shotgun, Coleman gets the snap, hands it to Hoff. No, he fakes, passes, incomplete. John Good with a perfect piece of defense, slapping that ball from the intended receiver. Out there for Western New England was Evan Kane. Incomplete, 4th down. The defense of Salve comes through.
It's a big stop there by Salve, Bob. It looked like initially Western New England was moving the ball with ease, running out of the shotgun there. That's a big stop there on 3rd down for them.
Into punt is Vinny LaLumia. And back is John Good for Salve on his own 20. LaLumia gets it away. High kick. Pretty good distance. This one is going to bounce in front of John Good at the 20 and then start coming upfield. So Western New England will down it just before it gets to the 25-yard line. Covered there quickly by the Golden Bears, Jamari James. So Salve's first possession in a scoreless game so far. Commonwealth Coast Conference opener for these two rivals. Western New England out of Springfield, Massachusetts. Salve will get it at their own 24-yard line And it will be Tyler McGovern getting the start at quarterback, the sophomore out of Attleboro, 6'5", 240-pounder, Joey Moriello alongside him in the backfield with double wides left and right. Moriello gets the handoff, tries the left side of the line, nothing there, maybe a yard for Joey on the first play from scrimmage for Salve. Got a big front line for the Golden Bears. Joe Lipinski, a 250-pound nose guard. On either side, Sean Sturgis, 285-pounder, 6'3", and Ryan Smith, 6 foot, 235. It'll be second down and 9 from the 25. McGovern wants to pass, gets it on the wing to Brendan Nunes, who had to play more like a defender than a receiver as he was covered tightly out there by Tommy Ganley. It goes incomplete and brings up a third down and 9. Salve, like Western New England, does not use a huddle. They step up to the line of scrimmage. They look to the sideline for the play. We're on the 25. Salve in their own territory, in danger of going 3 and out. Double slots. Shotgun. McGovern looking, throwing up close. Brendan Nunes makes a dive. No, he can't make the catch. Would not have been enough for a first down anyway. It goes incomplete, and it is 3 and out for Salve on their first possession. So both the defenses do the job, but Western New England will get it back, and back to punt will be Andrew Veer for Salve. And it looks like we're going to have Cam Easton, maybe? No, somebody else is returning. Come on, Bob. Who is that? A.J. Hall. Snap. Kick. Nice. High, long kick. Hall at his own 30. Gets it. Gets away from the initial rush. Bumps into his own man. Penalty flag thrown as A.J. Hall gets to the 38-yard line. And this is an illegal push in the back that's going to go against Western New England and push them deeper into their own territory. Forward progress is marked to the 39. The penalty occurred somewhere around the 36. And the block in the back will go against the Golden Bears. And that should be a 15-yard penalty. Well, they're going to actually mark it off from the 30, apparently. So we'll have them move back. And it will be a 10-yard mark off to the 20-yard line. So the Golden Bears take over at that point. And junior quarterback Alec Coleman goes back to work. And he's got Hoff alongside him in the shotgun formation. It's a spread with 3 wide receivers to the right side. Coleman gets the snap, hands it off. And driving his way forward is Peter Hoff. Gets about 4 yards going up the middle. Helping to finish it off was the man up front, Nick Palucci out of Hopkinton. 6'3", 260-pound tackle. Second down and 6 at the 24 in Golden Bear territory. They're going right to left. In the spread, we've got a slot over here on the left side. Working exclusively from the shotgun formation. Coleman gets the snap, fakes the handoff, rolls out to the right, throws to the right. It is caught out there, but not going anywhere is Jared Wolf. He is caught behind the line of scrimmage. And right there is John Good coming up from the secondary to make the stop, and a loss back to the 25-yard line to bring up third down and 5. Salve defense shows a 4-man front. Coleman in the shotgun. Gets the snap, balls on the ground. He picks it up. He throws it toward the far sideline. It's incomplete. That was kind of a panic throw because the snap from center bounced into the hands of Alec Coleman, and the rush was coming. So he just threw it toward the far sideline to avoid the sack. And it's a 3 and out for the Golden Bears, and Salve gets it right back.
Salve generated good pass rush on that drive there with Western New England primarily, like you said, operating out of the shotgun.
Vinny LaLumia back to punt. John Good waiting. LaLumia will get it away. A high spiral. What a great punt. Fair catch called for by Good. Makes the catch at his own 36, 37-yard line.
The lack of wind is definitely helping out these special teams.
Been some good punting on both sides. Well, 37-yard line is where Salve will begin this series. No score here early in the contest. And Salve behind quarterback Tyler McGovern will go back to work. Basically looking at a three-man front so far on that Golden Bear front line. McGovern working from the shotgun. He's got Joey Moriello right behind him. And he will give it to Joey. And on that right side, he finds a seam, stays on his feet, and battles his way forward up to about the 42-yard line. That was a hard 5 yards for Joey Moriello, who comes to Salve Regina out of Colts Neck, New Jersey. He's only 5'8". He goes 160 pounds, but he is not an easy tackle to make. They mark it actually closer to the 41. We'll call it 2nd and 6 for Salve. Slot formation over on the left side. McGovern wants to pass in the slant pattern and gets it there, but caught immediately, wrapped up and hauled down as Danny Hoffman for a very short gain. His forward progress was to the 45. That's a gain of about 4. Brings up 3rd and 2 for Salve. Looking for their first down of the afternoon. All right, McGovern gets him set up. He'll work from the shotgun as usual. Puts a wing back over on the right side. Hands it off to Moriello. Trying to drive toward a first down. Pushing and falling ahead. Getting the first down. Joey Moriello would not go down. Finally, the tackle made by Curtis Jolliker. But Joey showing his toughness at 160 pounds out to the 49 of Western New England. Nice pickup there, about 6 yards or so. 1st and 10 for Salve. Just inside Western New England territory. Salve going left to right as we look down from the press box. This time it is going to be Ronnie Martin, but Ronnie is caught in the backfield. Great penetration that time by the Golden Bears to get in there. Finishing off the tackle was linebacker Mike Churko. So Ronnie Martin coming back from that injury, seeing a play right there, and he'll stay in the backfield.
2nd and 13 for Salve.
Relieving Moriello for the moment. The ball rests now back on Salve's 48-yard line, a loss of 3, 2nd and 13. Tyler McGovern from the shotgun, play fake, throws it over the middle, wide open, and just over the head of Danny Hoffman was the pass from McGovern. Danny was wide open at the 25-yard line, and Tyler overshot him. Of course, Danny's not a big target. He's only 5'6".
McGovern had a Western New England defender coming right at him too, Bob.
That was the charge put on by linebacker Kevin McLaughlin. But still, Tyler with an almost perfect pass, just a little too tall. And a penalty flag was picked up or going to be marked off. Maybe roughing the passer. That's going to be Salve first down. I'm guessing it's roughing the passer. It was thrown in the backfield. So despite the incompleted pass, the penalty puts it down at the 37 now of Western New England. Big number 90, Kyron Williams, in the middle of that defensive front. Here's the handoff right up, off tackle left side. That's Ronnie Martin running for a short gain. Ronnie trying to work his way back in the lineup here after that injury. He comes out of Foxborough. He's a junior. His gain is to the 34, a pickup of 3 yards. 2nd and 7 for Salve Regina. No score yet. We're about midway through the opening quarter. Double slots. Handoff goes to Joey Moriello, trying to find room on the left side this time, but no success. Short gain of a yard. Front line for Salve, led by the center, Mike Saunders, 6'1", 265-pound junior. Blake Guerreri and Kyle Wisniewski at the guard slots. Blake is 5'8", 275, and Kyle is 6 feet, 235. The tackles are freshman Elian Telford, 6'4", 240, and sophomore Pete Noonan, 6'1", 250. Third down, little less than 7 for Salve. Snap to McGovern, shotgun, waiting, throwing, lobs it downfield, but that's a mix-up. Where he was throwing, there was nobody nearby. The closest was Ron Cruz, but that was quite overthrown and probably a mix-up in the pass patterns. So it's a 4th down and about 7 here for Salve. This is a little too long for a Seahawk field goal attempt, although I have seen Angelo DeSanto hit from about 50 yards. That would be a little longer right now. So it's 4th down and 7. Salve will go for it at the 34 of Western New England. Looks like the rush is coming from the Golden Bears. Here it comes. McGovern gets away from the initial hit, but not the rest of it. He is sacked back at the 42-yard line. A loss of 5, and Salve will be forced to punt. No, I'm sorry. Salve will be forced to give it up as they are sacked on 4th down. And you can see it coming with the linebackers stepping up. So still no score. Back to work will go the Golden Bears. The defenses have dominated so far on both sides at their own 41. After that loss of 4, the Golden Bears go back to work, led by Alec Coleman, the junior quarterback. He's got a slot over here on the left side in the shotgun formation. Puts a man in motion to the left, and the snap. It'll be a play fake, and the rush. Coleman finally throws on the run, and in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Stephen Fedorchak. He was open, but he felt the defense coming, one from each side, and he just bobbled and dropped it. 2nd down and 10 for the Golden Bears. Dre Russell was the man in motion. He sets up as a wingback over on the right side of this formation. Slot to the left. Russell comes in motion again to the left side. Coleman with the snap, hands it off. Looking for room up the middle is probably Peter Hoff. Short game there. No, it's not Peter Hoff. It is number 16, Jameer Soberanis. And he gets the gain out to about the 43.5-yard line, which brings up 3rd down and 7 for the Golden Bears. They'll put trips out to the left side. Salve shows a 3-man rush. Coleman in the shotgun. Gets the snap, looking to throw. Drops it over the middle in the slant pattern and caught. And breaking a tackle is the receiver. Heading downfield and getting caught inside the 15-yard line. Let's see who that is. I think that's Evan Kane. That is Evan Kane. He had a defender draped around him where a penalty flag was thrown. I'm sure that will be declined because that was a long pass play after the catch and run by Evan Kane. And the penalty is indeed declined on the pass interference. 1st and 10 for the Golden Bears, who, by the way, have a sizable crowd here making the trip from Springfield. The gain is down to inside the 15-yard line. That's a long gain as the chains are trying to catch up. Man in motion to the left. And it's Coleman with running room. The quarterback looking, throwing into the end zone, and it is caught at the back of the end zone for a touchdown. 2 guys in the same area, but the Golden Bears' second man running along the end line made the catch. And let's see, we have a penalty flag. There was an ineligible receiver for the Golden Bears that will nullify the touchdown. So a break there for Salve, as Alec Coleman had all kinds of time as he ran to the left side with no pressure whatsoever. And I believe that was big Josh Henry who made the reception and is now limping a little bit. But the ineligible receiver puts the Golden Bears back at the 20-yard line, 1st and 15. Slot to the left side. Peter Hoff is the lone setback. Back to pass Coleman, looking right, overthrowing his intended receiver who makes a diving attempt in the end zone. That's Stephen Fedorchak. That goes incomplete in the end zone. 2nd down and 10. 2nd down at 15, excuse me. Front line there for Salve features Nick Palucci out of Hopkinton at 260 pounds. Also Rich Rabori out of Woodcliff Lake, New Jersey at 270 pounds. They're in the middle of that front 4. Trips to the left. 2nd and 15. Coleman looking, rushing, deciding to take it himself. He's got room. 15, 10, 5. Coleman touchdown. Great piece of recognition that time by Alec Coleman as he was rolling out to the left, but all he saw was daylight, so he just tucked it in and took it and outran the defense into the left front corner of the end zone inside the pylon. And the Golden Bears strike first with the Alec Coleman run of How long was that? I forgot.
20 yards.
20 yards. Thank you very much. On for the extra point now is Angelo Martino. The kick is blocked and deflected. And the ball is on the ground and finally out of play. It will be a failed extra point conversion. One of the Seahawks got a hand on it to deflect it. So it is 6-0. Western New England, 6:49 to go, opening quarter. We'll be back after this.
Coming to Midtown Oyster Bar Wednesday night, October 10th.
And welcome back. Bob Angel with Teddy Horan with you. And Salve Regina now down 6-0, awaiting the kickoff. And Lamia is the man who does it. Good, strong end-over-end kick, sailing over the head of the Salve special teamers. And in and out of the end zone for the touchback. So a long drive that time, but it was a 59-yard drive that took 5 plays and finished off by Alec Coleman with his 20-yard touchdown run from the quarterback option.
Coleman looked sharp that drive. That beautiful pass to Kane for 29 yards put him in the red zone, and then he was able, good awareness on that rush into the end zone there for the touchdown.
Yeah, speaking of the red zone, Western New England is very good when they're there. 16 of 18 scores when they're in the red zone. 14 of those 16 scores are touchdowns. All right, Salve goes back to work. 1st and 10. Tyler McGovern at quarterback pitches it. Looking to pass on the halfback option. It's out there, but overthrown for Danny Hoffman, who was open. Oh, man. That was a little halfback option shown by the Seahawks. Nick Garcia, who's a backup quarterback, let it fly toward Danny, who was open, but Nick threw it too strongly. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Salve at their own 25. Trailing now 6-0. Less than 7 minutes to go here in the first quarter. We'll put slots left and right in this formation. The handoff will go to Joey Morello, wide on that left side, but not much running room over there. He got close to the 30, which will bring up a 3rd down. Good lateral pursuit that time by the Golden Bears. Leading the charge was Josh Salem, a freshman linebacker out of Drake at Mass. So a little more than 4 yards at 3rd down and 6 after that Moriello run. Salve puts trips out here to the right side. Single wide to the left. Single setback alongside McGovern, who's back to pass. Looking, waiting, throwing over the middle, and a diving catch. Did Brendan Nunes pick it up off the ground? It's incomplete. Brendan thought he got his hands underneath the football and is not happy with the call, but it was ruled incomplete by the umpire, who had a good view of it, Michael Coffey, and that makes it 4th down. I couldn't tell. We had a bad view of it because Brendan's back was to us, blocking us from seeing how the ball arrived. It was down low and apparently touched the surface before Brendan made the reception or non-reception. So Andrew Veer back to punt. And back for the Golden Bears is Cam Easton. Nope, it's number 6 again. I got that wrong again. A.J. Hall. There's a high spiral. And Hall's going to pick it up at the 34, get away from the initial tackle, get slowed down and brought down at the 41-yard line. Good pursuit over there by the Seahawks. And helping get there, we had a number of the Seahawks getting involved, including a number, of course, that we don't have, along with Ruby Palma. And helping out Zan Carver. All right, 1st and 10, Golden Bears at their own 42. They lead 6-0. So far, they've contained the Seahawks pretty well. Alec Coleman goes back to work. Alec comes out of Arlington, Massachusetts, in his first year as the starting quarterback. From the shotgun, got backs right alongside of him. And it's going to be over here on the left side, and this is Byron Jones. Byron Jones running out to the 50-yard line finding some good blocking over on that left side. Pulling out over there and helping to lead the way was Evan Cofrancisco. Those 285 pounds. Second down and 2 after that 8-yard pickup. Right around midfield now. Right to left go the Golden Bears. Low snap, handoff. And this will be close to a first down running off the left side. That's Peter Hoff. Hoff goes 5'10", 200 out of Shelton, Connecticut. And he got the first down, it looks like. And they'll move the chains. The ball is at the 48-yard line of Salve Regina. The trips go wide to the right side in this formation. Salve gives them the 4-man front. Coleman out of the shotgun. Awaits the snap, gets the snap. Goes to Hoff, wide to the right side. Got some blocking over there. Turns the corner and still on his feet. First down and more inside the 35 of Salve Regina. Great piece of blocking out wide by Golden Bears of Western New England to set up that outside lane. And for Hoff, a gain to the Salve 32-yard line. First and 10. Golden Bears are on the move. Trips to the left side. Single setback alongside Coleman. Play fake. Pass to the far sideline on the right. It is there for a catch at the 5-yard line. Diving catch made that time. And that is Fedorchak. Steven Fedorchak. They mark it at the 4-yard line. So 28-yard pass play sets up a first and goal for the Golden Bears. Getting it done in the air. Here is the handoff. Trying to go left side. Nothing there. Great penetration that time. Pouring in is Tyler D'Erico, the linebacker, to put the stop on the run that time by Jameer Soberanis. Second down and goal from just about the 4 for Western New England. And it will be a handoff. This time it's a standing up in the end zone touchdown for Byron Jones. Went off right tackle, found a wide open seam, and strolled into the end zone for 4 yards. And another Golden Bears score with 3:56 to go in the first quarter. So after being stopped for the first couple of possessions, Western Springfield making some noise here. The extra point kick is on the way and good. This one is good, so it is 13-0 in favor of the Golden Bears late in the first quarter. Back with more after this. Of completion, a name you trust, peace of mind. So we had ourselves another 59-yard drive, is that correct?
Yeah, started at their own 41 there.
So 59 yards, finishing up with the 4-yard burst by Byron Jones. The kickoff. End over end. Coming down to the 15-yard line. Salve's return will get it out to the 30. Having his helmet knocked off is Salve's return man, Brendan Nunes. So Salve will try to find some kind of formula that works more efficiently than their previous possessions. Salve down by a couple of touchdowns in the first quarter. 3:49 remaining. And the Seahawks will stick with Tyler McGovern at quarterback. He's had a couple of open receivers, but both times he's overshot them. Let's see what Salve can do from their own 30, going left to right. As we check down from the press box, McGovern in the shotgun. Will hand it off. Here comes Joey Moriello around the corner, bumped out of bounds as he gets up close to the 35-yard line. And again, Mike Churko from his linebacking position comes over to bump Moriello over the sideline. Joey that time, actually, he was bumped out for only a 2-yard gain. Oh, goodness. Looks like he got more than that. Second down and 8. Ball just over the 32-yard line. Going to put 3 wide receivers for the Seahawks over on the left side. Single wide out on the right. McGovern from the shotgun looks and is crushed. He is sacked. Getting in there in a hurry is linebacker Curtis Jolliker. Tyler never had a chance on that one. It came from behind. He's fortunate to hang on to the football as he's dropped at the 25-yard line, a loss of 7. And that'll bring up 3rd down now and quite a ways to go. They've got to get out to the 40. They're at their own 25-yard line. Tremendous pressure applied there by the defense of the Golden Bears. Spread formation with double wides left and right. McGovern wants to pass. Looking, finally, short reception over here. Nope, Brendan dropped it. The usually sure-handed Brendan Nunes just out here in the right flat. Had it, dropped it. Would have been nowhere near a first down, but it puts Salve 3 and out, and they have to punt the ball away from pretty deep in their own territory. And the Golden Bears will get excellent field position after this punt by Andrew Veer.
3rd 3 and out there from Salve. You'd like to see the passing game get going the way that Western New England has.
A.J. Hall waits. Veer has the snap. He'll get it away. Low kick this time, and Hall takes it at the 41. He's up to midfield. He spins away. Penalty flag thrown. He's at the Salve 43-yard line.
Looks like we got a block in the back again.
It occurred way back around the Western New England 40-yard line, so this return by A.J. Hall into Salve territory will be nullified after the Western New England penalty is marked off. And they'll mark it off from just over the Western New England 40. So Salve, the only breaks they're getting so far are the penalties against Western New England.
That last drive by Salve, they had open receivers, but, the drop balls, that's what, the 2nd or 3rd drop ball we've seen,
And from people who don't normally drop footballs, especially Brendan Nunes. So back to the 31 we go after that 10-yard penalty. 1st and 10 for the Western New England Golden Bears, leading 13-0 with 2:32 remaining in the opening quarter. Alec Coleman in the shotgun. Slots to the left side. Play fake. Looking. Coleman pushed out of the pocket. Throws on the run. Incomplete. No Western New England receiver anywhere near where the pass was thrown. But since Coleman was outside of the pocket, no flag will be thrown. It'll be 2nd and 10 from their 31. In the linebacking crew for Salve, we heard about Taylor D'Erico making one of the tackles. Matt Messner's out there, the sophomore, and Drew Balistrieri, the junior linebacker. 2nd and 10. Coleman takes the snap and will hand it off. This is Dre Russell. Dre is going to get 3 or 4 yards to near the 35-yard line before he's wrapped up by John Good. And also coming up is Charlie Connell from the secondary. Dre Russell, the ball carrier that time, out of Bridgeport, Connecticut. So the gain is to the 34. It's going to be 3rd down and 7. Salve defense trying to step it up here. Give their team the ball back. Slot formation right side, slot formation left side in the spread from the shotgun. Coleman looking over the middle, throwing wide open and caught inside the Salve 40-yard line. That's Adam Raza. Wide open in the middle of the field, about 20 yards down. An easy pass and catch down to the Salve 35-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Golden Bears. That's about a 32-yard pass play right there. 1st and 10. Big play again for the Golden Bears. Jones in motion to the right. Coleman lets it fly. That one's going to be overthrown and way off the mark. Intended out there for Evan Kane. Evans out of Berlin, Massachusetts, 5'9", 185 senior. Got a touchdown here. Minute 24 to go.
Salve's got to put some pressure on Coleman here, Bob. He's had 3 long passing plays where he's just had all day to throw in the pocket.
Puts trips out to the left side on a 2nd down and 10 from the Salve 35-yard line. And the play fake, pass over the middle and batted away, deflected. but almost still caught by one of the Golden Bears. It was intended out here for Jared Wolf, but a nice job on defense by Matt Sylvia, the young product out of East Greenwich, the sophomore safety. Deflected that one away, but it was almost caught by Adam Raza. So it's 3rd down and 10 for the Golden Bears. Salve's 35-yard line. They're on the far side hash mark as they go right to left, so there's a lot of room on the left side of the field. In the shotgun, Coleman will hand it up to Byron Jones in the backfield. He's slowed down and brought down. Great penetration that time by Matt Messner, who got to Jones to slow him down and let his teammates finish it off for a loss on the play. Back to the 38-yard line, 4th and 13. And it looks like Golden Bears are going to go for it. 4th and long in Salve territory at the 38. This is where pressure comes in. Let's see if Salve can do it again. Slot formation right, back to pass Coleman. He is going to be wrapped up and he is going to be brought down. Not letting go. Driving in to make the big play is Tyler D'Erico. A sack on 4th down. He had a hold of the ankle. It wouldn't let go, and Coleman finally went down. Big play there for the Salve defense. Now it's up to the Salve offense with just 42 seconds left in the opening quarter. Salve down 13-0. So let's see what the Seahawks can do. Tyler McGovern goes back to work. He's got Joey Moriello off of his right shoulder and trips out to the right side. 3-man front. Handoff Moriello trying to find a hole up on that line. There's nothing there. He gets pushed back. They could not get past big number 95, Sean Sturgis. 285 pounds, 6'3" senior out of Cambridge, Vermont. No gain. 2nd down and 10. Ball is at the 45 of Salve. They're going to have, let's see, Danny Hoffman, Brendan Nunes out here wide to the right. It looks like they want Ryan Lawton out to the right. Now they're going to shift around Danny Hoffman and put him wide left with Ron Cruz. In the spread, McGovern as usual in the shotgun, back to pass. Throwing, slant pattern, good, 1st down. Nicely executed. Right there was Ron Cruz. Makes the catch. Gets it up to the 43 of Western New England. 12-yard pickup on that pass play. And that is the end of the first quarter. Salve making a little noise here, but trailing 13-0. More coming your way on WADK and WADK.com after this. And congratulations to all of them. I know one of them is my good friend, Mr. Tom Faria, former hockey coach here. Salve with the ball to start the second quarter. McGovern throws a lob pass that is over the head of the intended receiver, Ryan Lawton. Tight on the coverage was Curtis Jolliker, the linebacker. And that will bring up 2nd down and 10. Salve right now at the 43-yard line of Western New England, trailing 13-0. Got work to do here in the second quarter. Again, the look to the sidelines for the play. No huddle. They stand around the line of scrimmage and wait. They've got the play. They get into the formation, which puts slots left and right. In the shotgun, McGovern. Back to pass. Being rushed. Throws short. Over the middle. Danny Hoffman has it. 40-yard line. Stays on his feet. 35-yard line. Caught and brought down. Not before a 1st down. Catching up to him finally to make the stop was Kevin McLaughlin from his outside linebacking position, but a nice run after the catch by Danny Hoffman. That's a 1st down at the 32 of Western New England.
It's a second passing first down for Salve. You like to see them get that passing game going the way that Western New England has.
Hoffman steps into one of the trips lineups over on the right side. Back to McGovern with the snap. Looking left side. Throws down with a lob pass, and it will be knocked away. Intended down here for Ron Cruz. Knocked away very effectively there. I can't tell who that was. Might have been McGanley. Try to pick up his number. Is that number 12 I'm looking at? If it's number 12, yes, it's Zaire House who made that play to deflect it away.
It is number 12.
So it's now 2nd and 10. At the 32-yard line. McGovern hands it off straight ahead to Moriello. Got an opening. Cuts in the middle. Back and forth. Left and right. Inside the 20. That'll be a first down. Salve Regina. Joey Moriello finally finding a little bit of running space going right up the gut. Following the blocks of Mike Saunders and Kyle Wisniewski. The gain is down to the 19-yard line for a 1st and 10. Trip set up over on the left side in this formation. And the snap instead is given to Moriello finally. He went to McGovern. He gave it to Joey. And Joey's going to get up close to the 15 before he's finally pushed back. Leading the charge, Kevin McLaughlin again. A linebacker out of Colorado Springs, Colorado. So Joey Moriello did get to the 15 before he was pushed back. So it'll be 2nd down and 6 for Salve, threatening here in the early stages of the second quarter, down by a 13-0 margin. McGovern hands it to Moriello, trying that right side. Very little success over there, and that's because Sean Sturgis was over there helping block the hole. Joey, that time, I'm not sure he got any gain. It'll be 3rd and 6 at the 15-yard line. Salve needs to get a touchdown on the board here, even though they are now close to being within field goal range. But a key 3rd and 6 here for Salve. They are on the far side hash mark, going right to left. Gives them more room on the left side if they want to use it. Moriello, the single setback alongside McGovern. Taylor wants to throw. Slant pattern, caught, and touchdown, Brendan Nunes. He set up wide to the right side. He came slanting across the middle. McGovern wasted no time. Hit him on the run. Brendan bobbled it on his way into the end zone. Held on for the Salve touchdown.
That was a great pass there.
Right on the money was Tyler McGovern to Brendan Nunes to give Salve the score. And on is Andrew Veer for the extra point attempt. Early in the second quarter, 12:41 to go. Salve finally on the board.
Newport.
No. Here's the kick, and it's up, and it is good. And it is now a 13-7 margin with Salve trailing Western New England. All right, we'll take a timeout. We'll be right back with you. Don't go away.
Newport Propane and the Sherman family.
All right, Salve to kick it off after the touchdown. And the kick by DeSanto is short, end over end, taken at the 25-yard line by one of the upbacks. And diving forward on the return for Western New England is going to be Peter Hoff. There is a flag. And let's see if Western New England has committed another penalty on a return. It's unsportsmanlike against Salve. After the play was down at the 33-yard line, Salve got a little bit too interactive. And a 15-yard unsportsmanlike conduct call against the Seahawks puts Western New England at their own 48 instead of their own 33. It's the kind of mistake you can't afford to make against a team like the Golden Bears. Let's see if this proves costly. Left to right they go. Trips to the left side. In the shotgun, Alec Coleman. Single setback alongside him. Gets the snap. Hands it off. Running room right here. A hard run by Jameer Soberanis. And he just piles his way forward for a 9-yard gain at the Salve 42.5-yard line. Second down. About a yard to go. Trips again to the left side. Coleman takes the snap in the shotgun, hands it off straight ahead. I don't know. This is close to a first down, but don't know if his forward progress got him there. And let's see if that's Soberanis again. Yep, it is. Jameer. They will give him a yard, and that'll get him a first down at the Salve 41. Pretty much the same formation now. Trips out to the left. Single setback. Soberanis stays in the game. Goes in motion to the left side. Takes the pass in the flat. Makes the catch. Gets a block. Drives forward to about the 34-yard line of Salve. Excellent blocking wide on the left side to set up that lane for Jameer Soberanis. A junior, goes about 200 pounds, to the 35 of Salve.
Salve's Brandon O'Neill just barely missed an interception there, coming in off the edge on the rush in there.
Second down, about 4. Golden Bears on the march, trying to answer the Salve touchdown. They lead 13-7, the Golden Bears do. Moving on the front line. Here's Peter Hoff trying to run, but he can't get away. Matt Messner wrapped him up. No flag that I see, or is there one? I see golden shoes. That sometimes looks like a flag, but I don't think there could have been. Yep, there's the flag. I see it now. And I think Salve may have jumped. So with that 5-yard penalty, after a no gain pretty much for Peter Hoff, it goes down to the 30-yard line, and that will give the Golden Bears another first down. They're marching left to right. They're in the road white uniforms with the blue helmets and gold trim, and they are looking very sharp in this first half. All right, spread formation puts a slot on the left side. That slot back comes in motion to the right side. That's Byron Jones. The handoff to Hoff. Goes off tackle, and a big opening on that right side down inside the 20-yard line. Matt Messner finally with the tackle. Also coming in late to help out from the defensive secondary was Matt Sylvia. But that was an 11-yard run for Peter Hoff. And it's 1st and 10 at the Salve 19-yard line. Golden Bears are just marching downfield here. Slot to the left side. Wing back left as well. And it will be Hoff not getting it. Coleman keeps it, goes wide, gets around the corner, and gets pushed out of play finally by Matt Messner. And that time a short gain for Alec Coleman. That was designed for him all the way to run wide to the right side. And finally pushed out. They'll give him forward progress to the 17-yard line. 2nd down and 8. Line of scrimmage was the 19. They'll put the spread formation with double wides over here on the right side. Double backfield, left and right of the shotgun quarterback here. Coleman gets the snap and hands it to Byron Jones, trying to go wide left, and is caught by Matt Messner, who made a diving tackle from behind. Just as Byron Jones thought he had an open field in front of him, he ends up with a 1-yard gain to the 16 and sets up a 3rd down here for Western New England. Matt Messner chasing the runner, caught him just enough to make the tackle. Sophomore linebacker out of Midland Park, New Jersey. Trips wide to the right side. Salve fans trying to help out on a 3rd down and 7 for the Golden Bears. Snap to Coleman. Throwing, penalty flag. It's caught over the middle. And this will be brought down to about the 2-yard line. That's Jared Wolf on the reception. But a penalty flag thrown just as the play was unfolding. And let's see if it's against the Golden Bears. It is a false start against Western New England. It eliminates a gain down to the 2. Another break for the Seahawks, courtesy of the Golden Bears. A 5-yard penalty takes back that big play and puts the Western New England forces at the 21-yard line. where it's 3rd down and 11. First down marker just inside the 10. The ball just outside the 20. Trips to the right. See if they try to run that same play again to Jared Wolf. He was open across the middle. Here's the snap. Play fake. Coleman throws over the middle. Picked off. Interception, Matt Sylvia. Sylvia at the 20, 25, around the corner to the 30, pushed out in front of the Western New England bench. Matt Sylvia, who's one of the top interceptors in the conference, just got his 5th interception of the season to stop that drive by Western New England. Big time play from East Greenwich's Matt Sylvia.
Well, just like you said, Bob, they tried to go right over the middle, and this time Matt Sylvia was just ready for it.
Kind of a defensive play that Salve needs. Let's see if they can take advantage of it. Matt was apparently pushed out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Salve goes to work on offense in their own territory from there. Tyler McGovern and crew return to action. Trips come out wide to the left side. And the play fake, toss over the middle. Danny Hoffman at the 40, at the 45. Grabbed and hauled down that time by Matt Anastasi from the secondary. Senior safety out of Stoughton, Mass. First down for Salve. A gain to a catch and run by Danny Hoffman out to the 46-yard line. 16 yards and a first down. 8:30 to go in the half. Salve trying to get a nice piece of momentum going here. They trail 13-7 in this second quarter. We'll put trips out to the right side with Ryan Lawton, the big tight end, in the middle. Handoff, though, is faked. Pass out to Ryan Lawton, out on that right wing, but he's wrapped up and brought down after a short gain. Excellent defensive play that time by the Golden Bears, and making that play was Curtis Jolliker, the outside linebacker out of Windham, New York. Gain was just a yard that time on the quick look-in pass to Ryan Lawton on that right wing. We'll put trips over here on the left side this time. The outside back in that formation is Ron Cruz. In motion goes Hoffman to the right. Snap to McGovern. Hand off to Moriello. Wrapped up in the backfield. Waist-high tackle. Hauling him down. Mike Churko. Nothing there for Moriello. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 10. A loss of a yard on that play. Coming into that wide out formation now will be Mike Nestor, a junior out of Danvers. And he's going to set up as part of the trips to the left side. He's the wide out. Single wide out to the right side. Shotgun formation, McGovern. Back to pass, looking, throwing, and all in and out of the hands of Nestor, who was slanting in from the left across the middle. Had it on his fingertips for a moment. Couldn't hang on. 4th down, Salve. They'll have to punt. So after the Matt Sylvia interception, the Seahawks are unable to sustain anything, and they have to punt it away to the always dangerous A.J. Hall, who was just a freshman, by the way, out of Norwalk, Connecticut. Back to punt, Andrew Veer, the senior from Wethersfield, Connecticut. Gets the snap and gets it away. A low, hard line drive. Hall takes it at the 15, looking for some room. Caught from behind and brought down at about the 23-yard line. Zan Carver gets up slowly, holding his left elbow. Hopefully he's okay. And the Golden Bears take over. They mark it to the 24-yard line. We have 6:49 to go in the second quarter. Salve trails 13-7. Defense came up big last time. Matt Sylvia's interception. Let's see if they can maintain that kind of high-quality level of play. Alec Coleman will go back to work. The junior quarterback sets up in the shotgun as usual. Puts trips to the right side. Puts a man in motion. That's Dre Russell to the left side. Back to pass. And all kinds of time for Coleman. But he's got nobody to throw to. He's going to be sacked and brought down. Charging in from the corner is Brandon O'Neill, who is one of the sack leaders. He came into this game tied for the sack lead with 5. And a loss for Coleman back to the 22. It's 2nd down and 12. Big play there for Brandon O'Neill out of Madison, Connecticut, one of the captains of this team. Double slot formation, left and right. Russell goes in motion to the left side. Coleman wants to pass it out to Russell on that left side, looking for some blocks. Got one, but that's all he'll get, and he'll get a short gain out of it on the far left side. Great job of getting over to prevent a big loss was Matt Mesner, and John Good helped out. So the gain is out to the 25, a pickup of 3. It'll be 3rd down and 8 for the Golden Bears. Let's see if the Salve defense can do it again. 3rd and long. Slots left and right. Coleman in the shotgun. Puts a man in motion, Russell to the right side. Snap. Coleman rolling, looking, throwing. Russell has it. And Drew Ballestieri slows him down. And Matt Mesner finishes him off for a short gain. Again, the Salve defense gets it done. So that'll bring up 4th down and long. Forward progress stopped at the 28-yard line. Short gain of 3 to 4 yards there. And here comes the punt from Vinny LaLumia. John Good waiting for Salve near his 30-yard line. Snap, punt, gets away. Good high spiral. Good takes it the 27 with a fair catch. And probably a good decision right there because staring at him after he made the catch was Jake Solera. So Salve does get it back with 4:48 remaining in the half. They're down 13-7, and they'll start this drive at their own 28-yard line. We have a roughing the kicker call against Salve. What? That doesn't make sense. The penalty flag was against Western New England. But Western New England declined the penalty because it wouldn't have been a 1st down. That's probably why, because it was a 5-yard penalty. They needed more than 5 yards for a 1st down. So they settle for the result of the punt. Interesting call, but still probably makes sense. So Salve does get it back at their own 28-yard line. They're going right to left. Wind is not a factor. Trips to the right side. McGovern in the shotgun. Back to pass. Here comes the blitz. Throw over the middle and is overthrown for Brendan Nunes. He had a step on his defender out there with him. Step for step almost was number 9, Curtis Jolliker. Well, he's all over the place as a linebacker. But they did have the wide receiver covered by a linebacker. The step was there, but the pass was overthrown. 2nd down 10 for Salve. They're at their own 28. Plenty of time remaining in the half. We'll put slots on the left, slots on the right. Brendan Nunes is the slot back on the right side. McGovern from the shotgun. Gets the pass. Caught over here by Nestor. Nestor's going to be short of a 1st down. Hit very easily, very high by Solera. But the first hit belonged to Kevin McLaughlin. Mike Nestor on the receiving end. Got out to the 36-yard line, which leaves a 3rd down and a little bit more than 2 after that near 8-yard gain. Brandon Nunes, got to know where he is. He's wide to the right side of this formation. Here's a handoff to Moriella. He's not going anywhere. He's caught before he got to the line of scrimmage. And once again, Kevin McLaughlin gets in the backfield on 3rd down to set up a 4th down. The defense of the Golden Bears stopping Joey Moriello as he tried to go wide to the left side. So a punting situation here for Salve. They can't do anything with it. Go 3 and out, trailing by 6, 13-7. 3:40 to go in the half. Andrew Veer is on to punt. A.J. Hall is back. Timeout is called just as the ball is snapped. Somebody was calling timeout. I think it was on the Salve sideline. He was yelling, or maybe it was one of the coaches up here. Either way, it is a Salve timeout. Special teams was lacking there in some way for the Seahawks to call a last-second timeout. Again, 3, probably have to reset the clock since no play was run. Just a little more than 3.5 minutes to go in the half. Missing from that Salve lineup, by the way, in the secondary is Hayden Pereira. He suffered a lower leg injury last week and is here today on crutches. But that's a key member of the secondary for the Seahawks. John Good is filling in for him at that cornerback slot. It's the Fall Festival weekend here at Salve Regina. Lots of people are here. This place is packed at Toppa Field. People standing in front of the fence around the field, or on this near side of the field. You can't stand on the other side. The bleachers, or if you want to call them that, the cement bleachers are packed. Big time crowd for Fall Festival weekend. All right, back to punt now is Andrew Veer. A.J. Hall waiting. 3:26 to go in this first half. High snap, Veer gets it, runs up and makes a catch and pushes it over to the far side. Hall is going to fall on it inside the 25-yard line. I think he had a feeling he might try to run it back, but it kept bouncing and lowering, so he decided just to fall on it at the 24. Now the Seahawk defense will go back to work to try to prevent the Golden Bears from adding another touchdown. That would not be good if you are a Salve fan. You don't want to give up a score here in the latter parts of the first half. All right, 3:17 remain as Alec Coleman and company go back to work. They're going left to right. And they'll put trips over there. No, they'll put a slot back over there. We'll put him in motion. That's Byron Jones to the right side. The handoff goes straight ahead. And this will be a short gain of about 3 yards. I think that was Peter Hoff. Before they get up, yep, it was Peter Hoff. Getting in there very quickly from his front line position is the Salve defensive lineman Rich Ribori out of Woodcliff Lake, New Jersey. The gain is to about the 25-yard line, 26-yard line. 2nd and 8. Golden Bears with the ball, with the lead. Coleman wants to pass, throws toward the far sideline and overthrows his intended receiver. Out there was Steven Fedorchak. Guarded tightly by, I think, John Good had the coverage on that one. Incompleted pass will bring up 3rd down. Ball resting just inside the 26 of Western New England. Another challenge for the Salve defense to hold this potent Golden Bears offense. Slot formation on the right. Jones is the slot back. Coleman in the shotgun formation. 3rd down and 8. And the handoff goes right up the middle for a first down and more. Big opening that time for Peter Hoff. Big time call out to the Salve 48-yard line. And that's a gain of about 22 yards. Right up the gut for Peter Hoff. I think that faked out the Salve defense. They were probably expecting a pass. The drive continues now with 2:15 to go in the half. Coleman in the shotgun play fake. Looking to throw, lets it fly. Wide open up the middle. Pass is made, pass is caught, and finally brought down is Jared Wolf, but not before he gets down to the Salve 33-yard line. No timeout called by the Golden Bears. 1st and 10. Just inside the 33 of the Seahawks, Peter Hoff with the ball. Cuts back to the middle and is finally brought down after he gets down to the 25-yard line. Making the stop was Tyler D'Erico. That's a gain of 7 yards to the Salve 25. Golden Bears on the move with 1:40 to go. Trying to add on to a 6-point lead. Shotgun formation, the ball's on the ground. Coleman gets away from the rush, throws it, and it's caught by Byron Jones. Jones cannot get away from the tackle, but what a play by Alec Coleman to get it to Byron Jones. Tackle made by Matt Sylvia. Not much of a gain. Coleman avoided a sack when the ball got away from him and then made the pass to Jones. Ball's on the 22-yard line, and it is enough for a first down. I didn't think it was good enough. Heads up play that time by Alec Coleman. Byron Jones goes in motion to the left side. Play fake. Jones over the middle, and it's caught by the big tight end. That's Josh Henry making the catch, shy of a first down. Clock continues to run. Minute 15 to go. Western New England has 2 timeouts left. They are at the 13-yard line of Salve Regina, actually at the 12-yard line. Second down, short yardage. Handoff, Peter Hoff, first down and more. Driving his way up the middle, brought down by Sylvia. But a first and 10 for Western New England, a first and goal at the 8-yard line. Still the Golden Bears don't call a timeout, and they've got 2 of them. Slot formation over on the right side. The single setback is Jameer Soberanis. And the play fake. Coleman rolling out to the right. Looking, throwing, wide open in the end zone. Touchdown, Stephen Fedorchak. All by himself in the middle of the end zone is Stephen Fedorchak, a sophomore from Guilderland, New York. An easy toss for Alec Coleman. And downfield go the Golden Bears to add a TD before halftime with 32 seconds remaining. That was a great drive by Western New England. The extra point attempt is good. 20-7 is the score with Western New England on top. And that was a 76-yard drive. 9 plays. It took 2 minutes and 45 seconds. The Golden Bears getting it done. And a reminder that you can find the perfect spot for dining at any time when you choose Fieldstones on East Main Road, Portsmouth, who serves lunch and dinner 7 days a week, or Atlantic Grill on Aquidneck Avenue, Middletown by the beach, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week. Locally owned restaurants who always offer great food and a casual family atmosphere, just right for any occasion. So, a tough break there for Salve. The defense couldn't do much about that. That was all Western New England controlling the line of scrimmage, giving Alec Coleman all the time he would need. And the end result is another touchdown. 20-7 is the score. A kickoff here for La Lamia. And the approach. High, end over end kick. Coming down in the middle. 8-yard line. Going up on the far sideline. Driving up for Salve Regina. Looked like it was Brendan Nunes bringing it upfield, but now only 26 seconds remaining in the half for Salve. Down by a 20-7 margin. So let's see what the Seahawks are going to do, whether they'll be aggressive or just maybe take a knee and let the time run out. The ball is at the 30-yard line after that Nunes return of 22 yards. Salve offense comes out onto the field very slowly. Sets up a trips formation on the left side. In the shotgun, as usual, Tyler McGovern. Standing next to him, Joey Moriello. And a penalty flag is thrown. And a false start called on Salve. Somebody on that front line flinched and didn't get away with it. Ball goes back to the 25. It'll be 1st and 15. A tough first half here for Salve. Giving up that late touchdown here in this first half to make it a 20-7 margin. Salve will receive the kickoff to open the second half. But it would have been nice if it was only a one touchdown kind of deficit. And the handoff will go to Moriello. Looking for running room, comes to the near side, gets to the 30, turns the corner, and is wrapped up out of play to stop the clock with 18 seconds left. Joey with a hard run to that left side. Got it out to the 33. A pickup of 3 the long way. 2nd down and 7. So apparently Salve will not go quietly in this late first half. See what they can do. Trips go out wide to the right side in this formation. Snap to McGovern. Looking, he's got all the time he needs. Drops it down close to Moriello. Heading for that sideline again. Can't get there. Knocked around, spun around, and finally does not get out of bounds. And that will not be able to stop the clock. Now we have a timeout called on the field with 8 seconds to go. Nice pass play. Safety release by Moriello and a nice run after the catch. Put them out to the 43-yard line. Picked up 10 yards and a first down on that play. So I would say Salve has time for one more play unless they go for a quick slant over the sidelines. Salve trailing 20-7 here during Fall Festival weekend at Salve Regina University, which has brought a lot of people to this football game on a perfect afternoon for college football. Coming up at halftime, we'll take a look at what happened last night in Rhode Island high school football and take a look at what's coming ahead for us broadcast-wise. So pour forth as much information as we can give you here during halftime of this one, a Commonwealth Coast Conference battle, first conference game of the season for each of these teams. Salve at the 43, their own 43. 8 seconds left in the half. Spread formation puts 3 wides to the right, 2 split to the left. Alone in the shotgun is Tyler McGovern, who gets the snap. Looking, waiting, throwing down close. Pass is caught, and a timeout called right away. Mike Nestor made the catch at midfield. And that'll bring up a second down and short, but now with 3 seconds to go, this will be the last play that Salve will be able to pull off, and it'll come from just inside the 50-yard line on second down and about 2. So it, I would assume, be a Hail Mary attempt downfield of some kind. Salve has converted last week against Western Connecticut. They scored on a Hail Mary, an amazing play that saw a pass deflect off 3 defenders and fall into the arms of Danny Hoffman on the ground in the end zone. This one might be a little bit farther away than that one was. Line of scrimmage, call it midfield. Salve going right to left. There is not a win factor. McGovern to pass. Waiting. Stepping up, throwing long, downfield. It's up there, wobbling around, and it is going to be picked off, I believe. Yep, intercepted just before the goal line. And making that interception for Western New England was Tommy Ganley, the cornerback. So that play ends the half, and Salve goes off trailing Western New England by a score of 20-17. Again, it's Fall Festival weekend here at Salve Regina, and the house is packed at Toppa Field. We will take a timeout here and come back for halftime activity. Hope you'll stay with us. More coming your way on WADK and WADK.com.
They play for teams.